lock it as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Charming
I'll
guy.
be in touch.
All this food looks so
Professor
good.
Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Can't wait to start classes, can't wait to explore. Honestly, a bit of both. I'm looking forward to learning what I can from the school. Although a good adventure always is most appealing, I say.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Let's see here. Curiosity. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit curious. Is it daring, though? Don't mind pushing the limits and quite enjoy delving into the unknown.
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
That is the house that everybody tends to praise. So you know what? I'm not going to argue with you, Mr. Sorting Hat.
Better be Gryffindor!
Red's definitely not a bad look either.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
What?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Oh, so you were the one from the letter.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you
Nice
too.
to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor.
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Also, apologies for that really weird, cut at the end of the episode last time. To be honest, I accidentally pressed my stop recording button instead of my unmute button when I was going to make a comment. So yeah, I end up unintentionally ending the episode, and I've not taught myself how to edit videos yet, so that's just going to have to remain as is for the time being until I do teach myself how to edit, and I'll be able to correct mistakes like that in the future. But yes, here we are, the Gryffindor common room. Looks pretty similar to how it did in the films, if I'm remembering correctly, although it's been a very long time since I've seen the films. That's also part of why I wanted to choose Gryffindor. I know, what I said about I've played Slytherin, and I'm watching somebody play Ravenclaw. I would have gone Ravenclaw if I wasn't watching somebody play that already, but the fact that Gryffindor, the common room, is often seen in the films was also somewhat exciting to revisit. Alright, so up or down? I mean, I'm thinking the common room's up, but I wouldn't mind having a poke downstairs first. Where's this lead? Ah, to another common room. Was there a sign or something that I just didn't see? No, no sign. Does anybody have anything in here that I could look through? Ooh, a broom. Wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those. Although the audacity of that man canceling the Quidditch season. How dare he?
Now, which way is the common room?
I would think up here. Possibly down there, although I'm gonna go up here. I know I have places to be and things to do, but god damn it, I want to have a look around. It's my first time exploring the Gryffindor common room in this game. Ah, locked chest. Looks like a pretty sturdy lock too. Don't think I'm getting into that anytime soon.
Revelio.
Right. There's nothing else in there besides that locked chest, so back down I go. So we got a little sitting area, balcony. Looks like she's having fun. Oh, that's a cozy looking room. Okay, that's also locked.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
You know I'm right here, right? Ignatia Wildsmith. Whoa!
Seems that's off limits to me.
I was not expecting that. I'm guessing that's like the girls' dormitory or something.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry. Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
I guess I am the talk of the town for the moment. Of course, the town being figurative.
Professor could arrive any moment.
That was a pretty impressive little cartwheel you just did.
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it.
Changing the color of that hat. Gonna try again? Ah, you're not. Okay.
Still not working. Ugh.
Not having success, I was gonna say.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Yeah, I studied with him. He taught me some of the fundamentals of casting spells.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
That's pretty impressive, I have to admit. From what I hear, it's pretty tricky to cast spells without speaking the incantation. But yeah, perhaps a bit more practice would help.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
So am I correct in assuming it is a little bit difficult to cast non-verbal spells?
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
I mean, that would have been quite the amusing spectacle, but I imagine there are better places to be practicing your spell casting. Can most of the students here cast non-verbally?
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
I like your gumption. Also, I've got to keep remembering that voiced character, I don't need to read these lines, so sorry about that. I'm used to playing silent characters like, you know, Skyrim and the like.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Right. Then we have Miss Cartwheel up here.
Who does Nellie think she is
I'll do
anyway?
anything for a thrill.
Nellie, you say.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yep, it was true.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
So yes, I guess word about the dragon has traveled around here.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Yeah, I look forward to poking through every single nook and cranny of this place. Now, this might be a little bit of a silly question. I don't imagine very many people have, but...
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
A Gryffindor through and through. Maximilian might be thinking, that might be fun. I'm thinking, what a daft idea. Are you alive? Lights are on, but nobody's home. Right.
You'll like it, trust me.
Who are you?
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Right. Yeah, I imagine it might be a little bit awkward having a family member work at your school like that.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Yeah, she seems a good sort.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Right, some reactions. Remind me to not drink it.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
I mean, I'm all for pushing the boundaries of magic and learning new things, but butterbeer, Wiggenweld, don't really see the connection there. Might be approaching it from the wrong angle if you're thinking of it like brewing a Wiggenweld potion. But it's nice meeting you, Gareth.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Is that you who said that? Suppose it was. Oh wow, that's a narrow tunnel for us to have to enter through.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, Joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Ooh.
Here you are.
It's a fancy book.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
All right.
This way.
But does that mean you're going to be
The guide
monitoring?
will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Right, as I was trying to say, does that mean you're going to be monitoring my progress?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
What is that? Very colorful ghost by the looks of it.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
That's an unfortunate place to be trapped.
Revelio.
This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, you said? Famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Ah. Right, let's take a look at the field guide now. Right, and here's the right. So I get rewards when I fill this out. Interesting.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Oh, I'm so gonna try to fill this thing. You have no idea.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
I hope that ghost isn't gonna be an issue. He sounds like he's a little bit annoying. So did I see a glimmer up ahead? I did.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Right. Can I can't get the field page first. Aw. Right. So you want me to go... Oh, whoops. Right. Okay, so right here. Still a bit grumpy I didn't get to pick up that field guide page.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Today's probably going to be a busy day, I imagine, because
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
I have a lot on my agenda, but I don't imagine I'll be taking that around a lot. I like...
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I like walking.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Right, Charms class.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Right, I definitely want to go to that class then. Learning new spells. Plus, it's always good to have an entertaining teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Right. Definitely a class I'd be interested in then.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Yeah, I look forward to trying it. A lot of people say it's really good.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Right. He did want us to keep it between ourselves, but don't like the idea of lying to Professor Weasley here. One, because she strikes me as somebody who will find out eventually, and I'd rather be forthcoming in that regard. And two, she's nice. I like her. So you know what? There is. I'm sorry, Professor Fig. But she probably has our best interests in mind anyway.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Right. Yeah, sorry, Professor Fig. I explained myself already.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yeah, sorry, I hope I didn't say too much, but she does have our best interests in mind, I think.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Right. Defense against the dark arts, charms. I kind of want to go to charms first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my own wand too. Right, and that will also lead me to my class then. Interesting. Alright, so I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. This time more organically than last episode. Sorry again about that. And yeah, next time we're going to see what she wants and then we're going to get to class. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.